Hey, it's Ethan Skolnick here with Alex Salido at Kaseya Center after the Miami Heat beat the Toronto Raptors by 10. Slow start, really weren't defending early in the game, but picked it up as the game went on. Bam Adebayo played a strong game, particularly towards the end of it. Tyler Hero, again, efficient. But to me, the story tonight was a couple of guys off the bench. Drew Smith played 34 minutes off the bench. He's getting more and more burn as we go forward. And Nikola Jovic, who has not played, I don't think he played in 8 games, or didn't play any significant minutes in 8 games, did play tonight, and I thought played pretty well. He made his shots, he got to the line, made most of the right plays. So Eric Spoelstra has said that he had to sort of get his attention, and maybe he did tonight with some of the things that he did. I know people are going to ask about Jimmy Butler. Pretty slow game for him tonight. Looked like he tweaked the ankle towards the end of the first half as well. Not a big impact in any way, but look, he was out there. They got a win. They avenged the loss to Toronto that happened earlier this season. Your thoughts overall tonight? A game that they should win, but we've said that before this season, and they haven't.
Exactly. You're 100% right. You can't ever take these for granted, even though that's kind of been like the one thing they've been pretty good at is beating, teams that are worse than them this season. So I'll give them credit there. Other than that last loss to the Raptors, I feel like they really showed, that part of their game in the second quarter there, where the Raptors got up a little bit there. I want to say around 14, 15. And I know the Heat went on a 14-2 run. I don't know if it expanded from there. But, yeah, they went on that run in the second quarter and just kind of brought things back. And from there, were, pretty much solidly in control throughout the rest of the game. So that's kind of exactly what you want to see them do. You want to see them take care of business. And you're 100% right that those two guys were kind of my two biggest takeaways as well. I felt like if it was a close game, they would have been the two closers alongside Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler. I thought, Drew has continued to look fantastic on defense. The offense has come around, as we talked about. And like you mentioned, Nico, the fact that not only he got the playing time, but played so well, right? It's a great matchup for him to come back to, right? A young Raptors team, I think it's just not very good, especially without Scotty Barnes. Like, you got to be happy if you're a Jovic fan that he played this well in his first game back. And I think it's very encouraging if you're somebody who wants to see him in the rotation. I'm kind of at the point where I just want to see all these young guys play, right? I think the difference between the younger guys and the vets is not big enough to be like, to be like, oh, the vets got to play every game. So more Drew, more Larson when he comes back. I'm even still willing to give Jaquez more of a leash because he has not played well. Definitely more Jovic, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more Ware at some point. But in general, I think like those are kind of what I'm waiting to see at this point with the team.
Well, and I think the Heat have hit a pocket of the schedule that is very forgiving. Okay,
Yep.
We didn't think it would be because the teams that they were going to be playing during this stretch, but then they've had all these days off, which benefits them because it benefits Jimmy. And now they've added these 2 games against Toronto and Detroit. They get 3 days off before Detroit. Then they come back, and before they have to play a very difficult game against Oklahoma City, they've got 3 more days off. So this is a lot of time off before they get that back-to-back with OKC and Orlando. So not making the in-season tournament in Vegas probably turned out to be a good thing. And Miami now can roll into another win, get to 14-10 before they have to play OKC. So the Heat win by 10 against Toronto, overcome a bad start. And again, credit mostly off the bench to Jovic and Drew Smith, adding to what Bam and Hero did tonight.